With fall camp officially underway at Tennessee, I want to take a few minutes and talk about the quarterback competition. And it's something we've talked about a lot on this channel before. We have several videos, some deep dives over each guy in the competition. But today we're just going to talk about the transfers. Joe Milton from Michigan and then Hendon Hooker from Virginia Tech. I know Hendon Hooker was here during the spring. We put out some videos on him. But I want to just kind of compare the two because every Tennessee video we've done in the past has been all four guys. So today we're just going to kind of shorten things and just talk about Joe Milton and, of course, Hendon Hooker. And then you have Brian Maurer and Harrison Bailey, of course, in the mix as well. Harrison Bailey could very well win the competition, but for the sake of the video, we're just going to talk about the transfers. But before we dive into the actual video and the content of what we're going to talk about, I just want to encourage y'all to consider subscribing to our YouTube channel if you like any quarterback-related content. As long as it's related to the quarterback position, it's fair game here. So the first quarterback we're going to look at is Joe Milton. Few takeaways. Obviously, he's a big, strong arm, can throw from sideline to sideline. If you watch Coach Heupel's press conference at Media Days, you heard him echo that. And so that can fit in very well with Heupel's offense, but you also have the ability to maneuver from the pocket, and he can throw on the run as well. He's an athletic guy too. His biggest thing is this consistency. So you're going to see some amazing throws in these videos we're going to watch, but his biggest thing is just being able to repeat it and being consistent and kind of not turn the ball over. Hendon Hooker, on the other hand, it's a quarterback who took care of the ball at Virginia Tech, and it was took what the defense gives him. So we see some of those clips, but he's also going to be a much more dynamic runner than Milton or anyone else in that quarterback competition. So that's something that could set him apart, and if Josh Heupel goes that way, he could kind of surround the offense and kind of put some more RPO schemes type in. But Hooker is also someone who has the ability to throw, which we're going to see some clips from, and he can kind of you can be creative from an offensive standpoint because you can get defenders out of position because of Hooker's skill set, which could really put the defense in a bind. His biggest thing is this is continuing to be consistent in that department as well. It's one thing not to turn the ball over, but you want to take big shots too at times whenever it's called for. So we're going to dive into Joe Milton first, then Hendon Hooker, kind of compare the two games. There's going to be some similarities, and there's also going to be some differences within their games, and then we're going to kind of catch you on the backside.
So here's one of my favorite throws from Milton, and this should give Tennessee fans hope and optimism that if he can repeat throws like this, he will fit into the Tennessee offense very nicely. The ability to throw a ball on a rope 40 to 50 yards downfield. Let's see, right about 45, right about 50 yards downfield. That's a throw on the rope, and we're going to see from the end zone angle how good of a throw that really is. But look at the read here as well, something that Milton struggled with at times. So we see we got this deep post over the middle. His read is the safety here. The safety takes that dig route here, which allows space for the ball to be thrown for Milton here. So a good read, good job reading that safety, and then delivering the throw. It's pretty good coverage by the corner as well. It takes a perfect throw and a pretty dang good catch as well. Let's go ahead and watch the end zone angle. See if we can. There we go. So this is what will separate Milton from any quarterback in the Tennessee quarterback room. Is these throws right here. Effortlessly able to push it 50 yards on a rope. So a good job by Milton here, maneuvering in the pocket, stepping up in the pocket, and kind of throwing off base here. Let's see him set his feet real quick, throwing away, hits his guy in stride right here, as pressure's in his face. Just another good example of another style of throw he's able to make. We'll go ahead and watch the behind the center angle clip as well. Notice going to his left, steps up briefly, is able to get a lot of force on the ball to hit his guy in stride. Again, not going to take off and beat a lot of people with his legs, but he can definitely use his legs to set up throws like that. That's a hell of a throw. So here we got Milton on a rollout here, just a play action. Does a good job hitting his tight end coming across the field here. But watch the hit he takes while still being able to deliver a good ball here. So I think he's a much more versatile guy than people probably think. Look at that hit coming, stands in the pocket, delivers a good strike. Now he is open here, but this is probably about 20-ish plus yards down the field on a line while taking a hit, showing good arm strength there as well as he takes the hit. Let's watch the behind the center angle so we can really see the hit here. Good job getting out of the pocket, takes the hit. Good throw right there with pressure in his face. So here's a good touchdown throw from Milton on this quick seam route here. Good throw from the right hash to the left side of the field, demonstrating arm strength, but a good job putting some touch on this ball as well. That allows his receiver to adjust for a touchdown. We call this a two ball. Anyone that watches this channel has heard us reference that several times. Right in between a kind of a rocket throw and then a deep ball throw. Let's watch it one more time here. Again, just a long throw, but something that will fit into Heupel's offense extremely well, being able to just spread the field from width to width. Good ball there. So a quick clip showing Milton's ability to throw on the run, and when nothing's there, he's able to use his legs to create something to come open like he does here. gets the backer to come in there. So good throw on the run. Again, not one of his cornerstones, but mobile enough to use his legs when need to. We'll go ahead and watch this angle as well. Does a good job keeping his eyes downfield and hitting his receiver. So again, not as athletic as Hendon Hooker by any means, but can use his legs when needs to and whenever the defense causes that. So here's the biggest differences between Hooker and Milton, and really Hooker and all the quarterbacks in the Tennessee room. And if Heupel wants to add this variation to the offense, it could be, I think, a good decision and something that defense has to prepare for. But just Hooker's ability to run, that's good acceleration, good up through that hole there against a fast Miami defense. And so depending on what Heupel wants and what they're looking for in the offense, having this element to the offense, I think could be very helpful, especially facing the SEC. Let's go ahead and watch this clip from the end zone angle. Again, this is probably the biggest differences between all the quarterbacks, and Hooker's ability to do this once cut and one step and go, and he's off to the races. So just a good example of his ability to run and how he is different from the other quarterbacks. Here's another design QB run, just a quarterback sweep here. Let's go ahead and watch it here. But again, just another good example of his athleticism and his ability as a runner here. Gets upfield quick, good burst of acceleration, puts his head down. Good run by your quarterback there. We'll watch the other angle too. Good burst of acceleration. So it'll be interesting to see how Heupel utilizes this part of the game. So here's a good throw by Hooker here. And we'll see some creativity. We'll see kind of a fake run on his part, and then he's able to set up. Fake rollout, set up, and he's going to hit this slant here. So it gets the defense out of position. Good example of how his legs can get the defense out of position and create throws and create mismatches, and then he's able to deliver a good throw here. But something that Heupel could use to Tennessee's advantage and kind of just getting the defense out of alignment and just creating easier throws for your quarterback. Good throw as well. Watch it from this angle. Half roll, sets up, gets the defense out of position, and is able to throw a good ball there. So here's Hooker doing a good job in the pocket, stepping up in the pocket, throwing a good strike down the middle of the field. Safety can't get there in time. It's a pretty close throw, but I think it's a good example of Hooker's arm probably being a little bit stronger than people think, able to fit the ball there before the safety breaks in. So a good ball there, excuse me, and something that whoever the Tennessee quarterback is, will be asked to utilize the middle of the field, especially their inside slot and tight ends. We'll watch this angle here. So good job moving in the pocket, stepping up in the pocket, throwing a strike before the safety gets there for a big play. So something Hooker did a really good job of was taking care of the football at Virginia Tech, and this play isn't anything fancy. It's just a quick, probably, I don't know, 6-7 yard play is what it ends up being. Hooker takes the throw right there, about 7-8 yards. So taking what the defense gives you is something that can help you be a successful quarterback and take you a long way. So this is part of Hooker's game that maybe is a little undervalued, is just taking what the defense gives you, taking care of the football, not turning it over. And so at Tennessee, if you just don't turn the ball over and you can put up some points, you can stay in some ball games. So this is kind of another part of Hooker's game that I think is undervalued, but could be a big-time addition to the Tennessee offense, is take care of the football by easy throws like that. So if one of those two guys does end up winning the starting job, those are kind of a few examples of what they bring to the table and what they could do well. A good Milton can throw from sideline to sideline, fit any ball into any tight space, but one, be able to repeat it, and then Hendon Hooker can use his legs to set up some good throws and be creative with the offense. So again, neither of those guys might win. It might be Harrison Bailey, but I just want to do a quick video comparing the two transfers and what Tennessee fans can look forward to and what SEC fans can look forward to as well, depending if one of these guys ends up winning the starting job. But I want to hear from you guys. Who do you think is the favorite to win? Even if it's Harrison Bailey or Brown Maurer, let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you next time in our next quarterback-related video.